In an evening, but it could have been in an evening, maybe. Maybe that makes it a little bit better.
Maybe they ambush you at night.
Yeah, we got yoinked towards the night.
Yeah, it would definitely explain why you are willing, why you're able to survive an onslaught of attacks when you could literally shunt your armor onto you as an action, right?
I mean, that's probably why I survived, right? Because I could shunt
like,
my armor.
Yeah, it's like, okay, the 3 mages died, couldn't cast mage armor, murked in their sleep or on watch. Other 2 people didn't have armor on. Didn't have the chance to put their armor on. Versus you. Fucking Tony Starking fucking armor on.
Where's my briefcase?
Yeah,
Where's my super suit?
Listen, if I could do a Samuel Jackson voice, you bet your ass that guy would be in the campaign.
Does
But
it
yeah,
look like
so it sounds like we have your mission down then. The team hasn't picked their own name yet, but welcome to it.
Knowing us, we're not gonna pick a team. We're just gonna get assigned name by like one of the NPCs because
Yeah.
that's what happens every fucking time.
Well, I mean, you can feel free to break the trend by doing it yourself.
But you come up with the good names.
Oh, easy. Mallory and friends. That's
Yeah,
the name.
yeah. Of
Clearly,
course, yeah.
we're a band now.
So,
Oh, merry man!
Oh,
you guys will be introduced to Malriam after the Cork assassination thing.
What?
damn.
It's a
I know he
planned
dies in the first week.
assassination. It's a planned assassination. It's a threat of assassination, rather. That's what this
threat
like.
of collecting ink. That's not assassination. It's fine.
Disregard that the ink is in Cork's body.
It's fine.
Yeah, you look at that motherfucker and tell me he's diplomatic.
Clearly, he has a 20
Ironically,
in
he sort of
charisma.
is in the MTG lore, but, you know, nonetheless, he doesn't look it. So yeah, you guys will be able to... There's some other stuff which I'll have to get to for the big group in a moment, but for the time being, let's go to Fred.
Yeah.
We did talk about a little bit of a timeline prior, I believe.
Yeah.
Unless I misremember.
No, you're right.
Now, the catch is I need you to bring me back up to speed on it.
So there was again the recurring theme of Scorn Ken, and I believe that Race had a one of the Loa around him had said, you know, there's a person you might want to talk to, because he's over in that direction over there. You should go there. So he left a message essentially for
someone to discover.
Yeah, for someone to discover, saying, I want to talk to the big guy with the 2 horns.
And then everyone that is anywhere near Expeditionary HQ probably recognize that as Ruan.
Yeah.
That's
so Ruhan.
That's O's character.
That's whose character?
What's up?
There he is.
Guy.
It's I.
It is I. It is I. Me. Let's get rid of all this freaking check marks. That's so fire. Yeah.
So one thought that I had is that the Seb, what was your character's name?
Malriam.
Can you just spell that
Probably
for me?
should. Yeah.
Yeah.
M-A-L. Okay, here, I'll put on my nickname, probably, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
We
like
do
just
that?
just go to the bottom right and just change it to next to the send, like the as blank as.
Oh, here. I mean, I did it, but it doesn't update. I mean, maybe I have it open on 2 tabs. That's why it doesn't update.
Yeah, it might be. There you go.
Here.
Wait, is your character a female?
No.
Now the
I'll figure that
beard
out.
is.
Oh,
Beard
oh
is.
okay. Just
Checking.
Malaran just sounded like kind of feminine. I don't know.
It's a masculine name. Very manly.
I have the biggest balls.
Whatever you say, Mallory.
No!
And thus the nicknaming begins. Luckily, we don't have to worry about it.
Man, we haven't even like started playing it, and he's finding.
Yeah, I know,
They're
right?
already
It's crazy.
fucking
great.
bullied, dude. That's why they probably left. They knew.
Yeah.
They fucking
Anyways.
read shit.
So there could be potential overlap there. One thought is, if you're okay with that, Seb,
So you're in his hands.
Race could have been in the vicinity, in the area, noticed the ambush, and sort of followed, and perhaps picked off one of the stragglers. Would fit with that scene I sent you, Crash.
I think it probably would have been pursuers, more like, not
Yeah,
stragglers.
that's true.
Yeah, for sure.
It depends on how if you manage to wound one of them heavily or
Yeah.
not.
Like I don't know how strong they are. Like I didn't want to say, oh, I fucking killed 4 of them. And then
Here's the thing: some scoring cans
and
are
then
pretty.
actually
aren't
in
that bad to
game,
kill.
I had like a fucking wet noodle.
The thing is, like, okay, it's like undead. You know,
Nice.
if you're a ranger, you're pretty safe picking undead as your favorite enemy because there's an undead for every level. Same deal with Skorken. Some Skorken are not so hard to kill. Some, basically, the more deeper inland you guys go, the stronger the Skorken will get. So here at the edge of the continent on the coast, there could be some strong ones that eked out here, trying to get new territory, or it might just be some weak ones that got the jump on you, because that's how they're adapted. Like, if you're adapted to be a nighttime stealthy ambush predator, turns out when you go hunting in the middle of the night, you're pretty good at killing stuff. You know, it could be any case here or there.
Yeah. So one thought that I had was maybe the reason or a potential reason for why they didn't catch up with you and the survivors of your crew was Race was actively misdirecting the pursuers.
That makes sense, because I'd
killing
imagine
off
like
one of them.
I think that'd be a good case, because like 2 of them would be super fucking wounded, and like especially if they run during the night, I'm sure indigenous species would catch up to 2 guys who just got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, real chat hours. Lizard folk coming through.
Oh my god, I didn't have some true.
What kind of scorn do you think they were, Fred? Like now you have an equal say in what you fought.
No,
So
I
what
kind
would
of.
you- what would you
I think
imagine?
you got it covered there with the description you provided.
Some sneaky deaky one.
Sneaky, agile, melee, stab you in the face. Yeah.
Strikers, run in, stab, run away.
Fucking rogues, dude. They're rogue skern. I just
I'm okay with
imagine. I just imagine getting fucking dicked on a Friday night.
It's Saturday, sir.
On Saturday, whatever night it was.
So yeah, that checks out for me. And then
I'm okay with it.
that could be how the others know where to look for the message that I left, and then that would give me the in to the city, I suppose.
Do you think after you pick up some stragglers, you'd introduce, like, you make your presence known, or would I be unaware of your presence the whole time? And this been a case of, I wonder.
You might have seen Race, but I don't think he would have approached
Okay.
you yet, because he would not necessarily want to make contact yet. He knows very specifically that he needs to talk to one individual, and you had no horns as far as I could tell.
Yeah, I have no horns. I can't.
So he would be cautious. He would want to make
Imagine not
himself.
having horns.
Yeah, like all the party.
Fucking plebeian.
Whoa.
No, Fia doesn't have horns. Nah. Only 2 people in our party have horns. What are you on about?
Nah.
So yeah, so he would probably not approach.
Yeah.
Either 2 reasons. There could be more in the area.
Are you? How do you fight? Do you fight also close up, or do you fight from a distance?
Both.
Like I could imagine. All I know of your presence is like early on, as we're retreating, and I catch up to the group. There's because I don't fight on range. I think I'm almost purely melee. So I can imagine looking back behind me and seeing one of the Scorn start like running up and catching up. Like they would outrun us, and then however you attack from range, you'd knock one out. And I'd see like either the blast if it's magical, an arrow if it's a bow and arrow, or however you fight. Then I'd know, oh, someone else is there, but I just wouldn't know who it was.
Okay, so if that's the case, you would probably see a strange assortment of lights, will-o-wisps, kind of,
Mhm.
that look very sort of almost undead in a way. Gang up on this scorn cannon, sort of.
Yeah,
pick it
and
apart.
I wouldn't even know if it was a person casting it. I just might think there's another fucking more weird ass motherfucking creatures.
He came to the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm like, ah, fuck, dude.
Welcome to the continent.
Yeah, that sounds. I like that.
And then it could be a realization. Oh shit, that was you there.
You may have seen a sort of reptilian shape moving about.
I think there's another fucking creature, dude. I swear to God, it's another creature. Like, I don't know, unless I know a race. I mean, you're a home race to the continent, right? Like
There
you're-
would be dragonborn elsewhere.
Oh,
too, I
dragonborn.
think.
Okay,
Yeah.
but at night, I don't have night vision.
Dragonborn are on
Okay,
basically every continent.
it's not a hippo person, right?
No.
He
no.
came back.
Okay.
Not a hippo person.
You could only hope.
Mm.
Pray to your gods and hippos show mercy.
They won't.
They won't. He's right. They won't.
So I think that clears that. Also, is my music hot micing?
Not
No.
particularly, no.
Okay.
No, I can't hear your music.
Okay, so that's a good tie-in to one another. And then at that point, do we establish, like a what? Okay, well, actually no, we can work off of Sev's time on that this case. So a week there and back. So the incidents would have happened around third or fourth day. Let me think. Yeah, third or fourth day. I think you probably would have had someone come get you, quote unquote, see the message at let's say a week and a half by distance logic.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So that means you would be at Driftweaver's Bay at 2 weeks. 2 weeks of the downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like running this schedule in my head. Okay. If that's the case, then I would ask O, because O has shaken up his plan. So what is this? Oh my gosh, god damn it. O has shaken up his plans for what he wanted Ruhan to do over the downtime. And I think he's bringing, basically at this point, a bunch of different people in on it. So I don't really know where we're standing with that just yet.
Part-time.
Yeah. So for the time being, let's say, I think probably you would get asked to join the group, Fred, at the end of the downtime, after you've been in town for about a week or so. Well,
Yeah, sure.
Jesse, Lena, Ignacio, basically any higher ups that are in the know of it, talk about where you fit into all this. So yeah.
And the providing of certain information.
Yes. Okay.
It would make sense as well if they wanted to have more of a comprehensive understanding of what race knows about
Yeah.
the interior.
Yeah. Also, Yeah, plus all these. Oh my god.
How do you
Dude, the
oh
cyberpunk
my
graphics
God.
are so good.
Yeah,
It's
damn,
actually
CBC.
fucking accurate. Some mod. Actually, I haven't looked at mods yet. Continue.
I think they might need to make the game work before putting on mods,
Just maybe, just maybe.
or just make
It's coward
mods to
talk.
make the game.
Oh yes, the Bethesda method.
There actually is a whole bunch of mods to like optimize just the game, really make it run better. Unfortunately, they don't work on like Xbox or PS4. So, yeah,
That's why you don't get a console. Duh.
yeah, I don't have
Lol.
that problem.
Anyway.
All right,
Yeah.
so we have a rough timetable set out for when we're bringing people in during the downtime or after it, I suppose, in a certain case. Now let's talk about the downtime itself. I'll go through the group slides, or for the last two group slides. So Sev, you are included in on this. Well, roughly. I guess it depends on how much I actually tell you about the third one, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. But in a larger logistical sense, or grand logistical sense, I suppose, Lena does provide to the team, whose name is to be determined. She does get you guys your own place, your guys' own little lair. So that way you don't have to, I don't know, sleep at Expedition HQ or bum in her house or whatever.
Now, did she
you
do
guys
that for
grow up.
us or for herself?
Yes.
Both.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Obviously, Abigail will still live with her uncle in the Market District. Varric will still live with Lena in the Residential District. Makes sense. But yeah, you guys have basically a pick of where you guys want to stay. And yes, you guys can live at the Gravekeeper Chalet if you guys want. I don't know why you would want to, but you are technically allowed to. Obviously, you can't pick the Royal Guard Complex, you can't pick the Noble Quarters, and you can't pick the compound or the complex for the fucking... Well, I guess you can live in Expedition HQ if you guys want, but yeah.
Kind of defeats the purpose of her going out of the way trying to get us a place.
Yeah, right. So yeah.
It's like, actually,
Other than
I'll
that-
take basic living.
This is only of slight detail as of the moment. It will only begin mattering to you all and myself when I start finding people that try to hunt you down. No reason. But it is also a matter of convenience and circumstance. Like, you might want to live in the Temple District if you're a religious person. You might want to live in the Market District if you like having convenience to basically shops, restaurants, and stuff like that. Or Residential District if you want some peace and quiet. Or live in with the Gravekeepers if you want to stay close
If you
to
want
your...
some real
fallen
deathly
comrades?
silence.
I don't know. Yeah, the choice is your guys'. I know Kirsty isn't here. I'll have to type up an agenda. I'll start typing up right now, actually. An agenda of what where she stands on it vote wise. Where to live? 1, 2, 3. Where to live? Question.
The most important question. Can we live in City Hall?
You can live next to it, yeah. The City Hall itself has a
okay.
plaza around it, but you can live on the perimeter of the plaza if you so wish.
Oh, nifty.
You guys would have access to Main Street, which is... You know,
Main Street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we won't be terribly far away from Cork or, like, the Wayfarer's Fork, which I think is this one, or is it this one?
Let's see. I know this is Abigail's place. This is Varric, and
Yeah.
Lena's... This is the coin drop-off.
Right.
I believe it's this one. Yeah, it's this one, and this is the Wayfarer, or the
college.
Wakebearers Art College.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I remember. It's entirely your guys' choice. Where you want to live.
Sounds good.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. Take a little 5-minute break, even though we're not really doing anything terribly extraneous.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk over.
let's just live in the Wayfarer's Fork. And then Billy immediately kicks us out.
No, but close to
Yeah.
City Hall and Market District makes sense.
Like this area kind of.
Relative proximity to everything that's relevant, I
Yeah.
suppose. I will also be right back.
Yeah. I will be going nowhere and just hanging out here.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
So how does your character handle trauma of your entire fucking team, or half your team dying and the other half possibly retiring?
I could like imagine that, like throughout, like it's not like this is the first time he's seen death.
Yeah.
Plus, I barely knew the people. It's like when you walk down. Like I live in New York City, right? I walk down the street, I see people get shot all the time, anyways. I think it's kind of like that. It's like, yeah, it's like, dude, that's 7.
It's like, well, it's disappointing that they died, but not gonna lose a lot of sleep over it.
Yeah, like they're not coming back, right? Why should I lose sleep over
they
it?
could.
Could they?
I mean, there's like resurrection and shit.
No, they're fucking dead, dude. They got murdered.
They're dead to me. I'm
They're
blind to
dead,
cleric
dude.
magic.
I feel like I should know their names.
I think this one was like Timmy. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I imagine like as a second wave, like you kind of sign on to the idea that maybe you're not gonna survive. It was their first mission too, so it was like there wasn't much. There wasn't much. What do you call it?
Connection.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like the night as they died, we're starting to have some nice banter.
Just barely getting to know and no one survives the PC backstory. Do you have a
Besides
family?
those 2 people. Well, my background, I think like the adopted background. Just to add that to the edge list.
How many
I'm back.
belts?
Do you also have red hair?
No, I don't have red hair. I'm not that bad. My name's not Mallory. It's Archer. So you're gonna have a new party member who's very good at fighting. His KDA. Well, my KDA is infinite, right? Or undefined? Because one kill,
Until you
0
get into a
deaths
fight,
is yeah, like one divided by 0 is undefined. I think.
Yeah. Like it's like if you pick a gunslinger, you just need to land one bullet in a guy and never shoot again, and you're the best marksman in the world. 100% hit rate.
Accurate.
Which was a joke I was gonna have with Sandra, but then she missed her first shot. It's like, son of a bitch.
Gathering the greatest hunters across all regions.
The greatest hunters across all regions.
That's a lot of credits to Vince Vando, but this is the way.
Are they watching The Mandalorian or something?
And no one will celebrate.
No, my son's playing Fortnite and I'm so disappointed in him.
I'm back.
Oh.
I heard your son's playing Fortnite. You're disappointed in him, as you should be.
You have one job, and that was to not play Fortnite.
On a griddle of rage.
He dabs too.
No, not like this.
Don't do it. Don't disown.
This is how you get a spanking.
It's already past 4:20 where you live, so I can't even do it properly. What a shame. So, you guys decided where you want to live? I will say, location does change how big the place is as well.
The
So,
grove.
like,
What?
Okay,
like
so
a
what's the biggest
residential
room?
place will be bigger than like Market District place.
Okay.
What are grave quarters? Is that like what you call a
Graveyard.
It's a
cemetery?
graveyard. It's a graveyard.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, you can't live in the graveyard.
I mean, you could die in there.
Can we
Okay.
go?
Okay, if you want to embrace full vagrant hobo status, then yeah, sure, sleep in the graveyard. But you know, or you could just have a roof over your fucking heads.
Nah, roofs are for bitches.
In Tank out, you could live in the Grove. That is an option.
That's a good joke.
What are you talking about? That's the best option. Get out of here. I'll fight you.
That's where the hippos are.
Right there.
Yeah, that's probably the best spot.
I'm just saying.
Hmm.
They are 420 blaze it all the time.
Yeah, they always got that good kush.
Me.
But yeah, like you pointed out, main road, it's next to City Hall. It's not too far away from Abigail or Barrack. It's near the Bork if we want to hang out. It's also near Korg. It's near the It's just a good spot, like over here.
You guys are trying to grab prime real estate, huh?
Hey, not many options. You get like the
Would
almost
I be
boss
living
of
with
the
that?
town.
I obviously I don't get to choose because they picked before I joined. But at this point, am I living with them or do I have my own place?
You'd be living with them.
Okay. But I don't have a say.
You do. The
No.
change happens around when you join. Like, it's probably at the same time when Jesse introduces you to everyone else. Jesse would probably put it along the lines of, you guys need to get your own place, so that way Lane and I could just, you know, start doing stuff more often. So, where you want to live? And it sounds like
I
you guys-
abstain. I don't really have any opinion.
I want to play the main campaign.
Yeah, I'll put you guys here. There, like a little
Nice.
cross there.
Make it look like a target. No particular reason.
Wait, I'm trying to check. Do I even have any ranged stuff? That's a good question. Am I actually just purely melee?
I mean, you can pick up a.
I mean,